Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be doing a video on a token that's on the trending section of CoinMarketCap. So we're gonna click on the trending tab. So we're gonna click on more, and we're just gonna find the token up here. So Solana, Animal Concert, Pancake Swap. All right, here's number 6. We see one called MiniFootball. Looks like it's at it's down 13.67% in the last 24 hours, but in the last 7 days it went up by 5x. Last 30 days went up 7x. All right, so and here we see that it has a daily volume of $2.9 million. So a lot of money is going into this token. All right, so let's see what it's all about. So MiniFootball. All right, so we see that it's on the Binance Smart Chain. They provided their white paper, and then guys, please remember, always do your own research, always come to your own conclusions, because at the end of the day you should always remember that it's your money that's going to be on the line. All right, so let's see. So it says it has a fully diluted market cap of $12 million. Let's see, community. All right, let's go to chat. So that's Telegram, and when we click on that, we can see that it currently has over 24,000 members on Telegram right now, and there's over 1,500 members online. So this is one of the largest Telegram groups I've seen of any token. And what I always tell you guys to do is just go to their Telegram group, join the Telegram group, and start asking questions of stuff you want to find out. So anything you want to find out about the token, ask. And then if you just read through the last 100, 200 or 300 messages to see if anyone is complaining about being unable to sell or anything like that about the token. So what we're going to do, we're going to close this, and then we're going to go to community, and that should bring us to Twitter. And then we'll see how many followers they have on Twitter. So it shows that they joined in August of 2021, and they have 17,000 followers at this moment. So that's a good amount of Twitter followers. So let's click on tweets and replies, see how active they are. So yesterday was the 8th, today is the 9th. So they pinned this tweet from yesterday. So it says MiniFootball. Let's zoom in so you guys can see. So it says MiniFootball Limited is an active company incorporated on the 27th of September 2021 with the registered office located in Glasgow. So that, and then we see 4 hours ago, don't miss on becoming the next zillionaire. And we can see 4 hours ago, MiniFootball holders. So let's see, come to the real OGs. Then they pin something from 17 hours ago. Desert Finance has completed an audit for MiniFootball BSC. All right, so they got an audit from Desert Finance. I'm not sure what Desert Finance is. Well, that would be a part of the research we would do if I was thinking about purchasing this token. I would go and try to find out how good or legit Desert Finance is. So 17 hours ago also, 17. So they're very active on very active on Twitter, and they have over 17,000 followers. So that's a good amount of followers on Twitter. All right, so let's see how many different markets they're in, and currently they're only on Pancake Swap. All right, so let's see what else. Let's see wallets. All right, no, nothing right there. Let's just jump over to their website. All right, so here we see it says meet MiniFootball. MiniFootball is a new crypto that combines the greatest fans from football and Doge, creating the greatest community in the world. So it says, for this reason, a token that combines both worlds was born, MiniFootball. We hope to build one of the largest communities in crypto, giving seasoned fans and new fans unique and once-in-a-lifetime opportunities to our community prize system. So I get you can buy MFT. Their chart. All right, let's copy their contract address. We didn't do that on CoinMarketCap earlier. So let's see their tokenomics. So it says 3% of each transaction will go to marketing. So that's development. So, well, marketing is different than development, but 3% of each transaction will go to marketing. All right, so 3% of transaction 3% of each transaction will go to the pancake swap liquidity. 3% of each transaction will go back to our Amazon holders. All right, so that's how their tokenomics is set up. So it looks like that's a 9% tax. Sorry guys. So it says fantasy football. Register. So it looks like they have a fantasy game, or some say it says register now for free and enjoy our free to play fantasy football league. Compete against other holders or friends, win big prizes. All right, let's see if we click on play now, what happens. Welcome to the MiniFootbal Token Fantasy Premier League, a fantasy football game of the English Premier League. Play for free and win fantastic prizes. All right, so it looks like they do have a fantasy game out there. All right. All right, it says that it's been promoted by mega fans. So these look like all football stars. All right, so it says what's coming. So a mini football game will be a 2D platformer game where you have a pet character, and the goal is to avoid obstacles and collect as many tokens as possible. The game will have two modes, practice and P2E, that's play to earn mode. Control, the game will have simple click touch to interact with the characters. And then here's their roadmap. It doesn't show us exactly where they are in their roadmap. I'll usually like to see when websites show us that, hey, this is where we are currently at on the roadmap. And then they're gonna have NFT collection. So it says MiniFootball NFTs will act like skins in the game and also grant holders unique in-game superpowers. Some of the abilities that will be included: extra life, double points, times 3 points. So this is showing you how to buy, and then you can copy the contract address again. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to just start loading a couple tools and see what this token is all about. So one of the first tool we're gonna load is chart.bog.finance. Wait for it to load. And then we're gonna paste the contract address up here. It's taking a second to load. All right, so let's do this again. Paste. Wait for it to load. I don't know if it's the website or it's my internet that's moving slow. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna open another tab and let's go to poolcoin.app. Let's see if this open now. And it's still loading. So let's go to poolcoin.app and let's see. Let's paste the contract address. Mini football, and we're already loaded. So all right, finally loaded on bog.finance. But let's jump to Poolcoin first. All right, so first things first, we're gonna look and see how many people are actually buying and selling. So here we can see someone just sold over $1,800 worth. Somebody bought $212 worth right there, then 200 right there. So there's a lot of buys coming in. Then one sell right there, two sells, and then a whole bunch of buys. So there's a whole bunch of, this is one of the highest buy and sells I've seen of, our highest transaction counts I've seen of any token in a minute. So you look at right here, you can see a whole bunch of buys and sells. They're not large buys, but they're still buys. All right, let's see. All right, so for the last month, you can see it was all the way down here. The volume was 589. And here we can see volume is currently at 35,000. And this was April, the 1st of April. Volume was just at 206. And now we see volume at 35,000. All right, so let's see. Market cap of 10 million, 10.6 million. So there's still space for growth. So we want to see how much, or you guys want to see this. So let's zoom in, and we see that there's over $1 million in the liquidity pool. So let's click and see who has that liquidity. And we can see that 99.95% of that liquidity is locked. in a contract, but we're not sure which contract that is locked in. We're gonna try and find out that in the next couple of minutes. All right, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna see who the top holders are in this token. And here we see that there's over 84,000 holders right now. So that this is a large token. And here we can see that the top holder has 13.43%, and that wallet is that is a contract. So this one is locked. 11.92% of the token is burnt, and then these three are all wallets. So the top unlocked wallet, or the top holder who's unlocked or can sell their token, is only holding 2.74% of the token supply at this moment. Next we're gonna do is we're gonna click on this section, MiniFootball contract. We just want to see who's if the contract has been renounced. And remember guys, when a contract has been renounced or not renounced, it's just a 50-50% chance of it being good or bad, because a contract can be not renounced and it be a good thing, because it just all comes down to what the owner or creator has in store for the token. All right, so here we can see that the owner is OX89. So OX89, that's the owner, and let's see if he's in the top holders. OX89. So let's search for that OX89, and let's see if it was B2. OX89 3F. So the top holder isn't in the top. The owner isn't in the top holder of this token. Or probably, wait, let's see, he should be at the top. Let's see, this is the RSA pancake swap, so that's not him. So the owner isn't the top in the top holder of this token. All right, so let's close these out. And then one section I always tell you guys to find out how popular a token is to go to this section right here. So this part right here, I usually tell you guys that if it's over 500 visits per day, that means 500 people have visited the token for the whole day or for the last 24 hours. If it's over 500, that means it's a popular token. If it's over 1,000, that means it's very popular. So we're gonna click on this and see how many people actually visited. Wow. So here we see that over 29,000 people actually visited this token in the last 24 hours. So this token is really taking off. All right, so it could possibly a good thing to get in before more people get in, or it could possibly be a bad thing right now, because there might be a high number of new investors that just want their money to go up by a little bit. Whereas if you get in now, you might be getting in at a high price, or probably that high price has already passed, because here we can see that right here, the price went up super high right here. I think this is probably one of the highest the price have been. And I think this chart is for a 1 hour chart. Let's see. Let's go to 1 day. All right, let's zoom back out so we can actually see the chart. And here you can see this is the 1 day chart. So you can see that it's in the last day, this token has reached, I think this is the highest in the last 24 hours. So if you get in right now, you'll probably be one of those that got in at a super high price. And then guys, look at this right here again. Look at this right here. Somebody just sold $14, but look at all the buys that's coming in. And then we see another sell right there, buy 200, sell 200, buy 200. So there's a lot of people coming in. But then here we see in the last couple seconds, somebody just sold $1,500. All right, so it's up to you guys to do your own research, come to your own conclusions, because at the end of the day, guys, always remember that it's your money that's going to be on the line. So let's go back to chart that Bogdat Finance, and we just want to see, let's see, analytics. I'm not sure if they're going to give us an analytic, and they don't have any analytics for this token. So let's go back to chart. And here you can see all the trades that are coming in. And here you can see that earlier on Poolcoin, you saw the, let's move up a little bit. My laptop moving a little bit slow. All right, here you can see a minute ago that $1,500, then $14, then all these buys coming in again. And another buy $6 right there. All right, so we're gonna click on holders and let's see. So this is showing that 13.62%. All right, let's open back the top holders on Poolcoin. So holders. So you see 13.43. And if we jump over to BOG, you see it's saying that over 13.6% has been burnt. Then 11.02% is liquidity pool. And then all these three, so OXD02, let's see. OXD02 with 13 here, it shows on BOG.finance that it's a contract, so I wouldn't worry about these contracted ones. And then 3.13% OX101. OX101, he has 2.74 on Poolcoin, but it looks like after a couple transactions, remember guys that the more transactions that happen on the blockchain, the more tokens the holders get. So a holder that has 3% of the token supply today, by the end of the day, he probably has 3.1% or 3.05%, just depending on how many transactions happen throughout that day. Because remember, the holders get rewarded 3% off everything that's been traded. All right, so, and that was said, let me go back to the website. Right here, it shows that 3% of each transaction will go back to our amazing holders. So somebody who has at 1 second has 2.74%, it's not impossible for in the next couple of minutes or hours for that person to have 3.13%. Because when you check back later or on another day, like after you guys see this video, I'm sure this 3.13% will be higher or more depending on if he sells or what, but this will definitely not be 3.13%. All right, let's click on details. Let's see liquidity. All right, it says pool adds 2 million to total liquidity, and let's see if there's any news. So no news. And then the best part of BOG.finance I usually find is the analytics section, but looks like they have no analytics for this token. But guess what we're gonna do? We're just gonna jump over to, let's see which tool we should use. Let's close this out. Let's close this out. Let's close this out. And let's see which tool we're gonna use next. So let's use I think app.marketmove.ai. Let's use this. So we're gonna paste the contract address up here. Let's paste, wait for it to load. And this is one token I see that have their logo on every single tool, but it looks like they've been out for a minute, so they should have it. All right, so let's see. This is the last 12 hours, so you can see anybody who bought in this area will have gained a lot of money or a lot of interest on their money. So let's see audit. Let's see what score they get. So they got a 72 out of 100 on app.marketmove.ai, and here we see buy tax and sell tax is 9% each. This is 8.7, but I think it's 9. And here we see, we checked that earlier because we saw that 3% went to 3% went to development, 3% to liquidity pool, 3% to holders, so 9% tax, like a 9% slippage. All right, so here, well, let's see what it's saying about the holders. So it says top 5 holders have less than 10% of the token supply. They only have 8.7%, but the top 10 holders have 11.3%. So they got just a little bit of bad score for that. Not too bad. They got an 89 out of 100 for that. And let's go to the contract section, because they're saying something is up with the contract. So here they're just saying that the ownership has not been renounced, and that's just it. I already told you guys that when the ownership has not been renounced, it could be a good thing or a bad thing, because it all comes down to what the owner is going to do, what the owner or creator of the token is going to do. The owner can do something bad where they can set the fees too high where people cannot sell, or he can actually, like every now and then, like every Christmas or every summer or something like that, he can actually drop the buy tax to help more people purchase or stuff like that, then raise it back to the the level of 9% or so. Just stuff like that. They can actually change different things about the token when the contract has not been renounced. All right, so that's why I always tell you guys that it's a 50% chance depending on what who the owner or contract creator is. All right, so let's see which other tool we can load. We're gonna close this out and let's see if what Token Sniffer says about this token. So we're gonna load Token Sniffer. And so far, I'm not seeing anything too wrong with this token. Let's click paste. I think I need to go back to app.marketmove.ai because I need to see app.marketmove.ai. I think I overlooked the section that shows you when the token got launched or added. So I need to go back and click on audit. And let's see. It did not tell me this time. Normally it shows you somewhere right in this section when the token got added or created or listed. All right, so let's go back to Token Sniffer. So here we see that it got 25 out of 100, and one of the main reasons is because it says the source code contains a function which can set a maximum transaction amount, and that's a honeypot risk. That's what I was just talking about, guys. Where are part of the thing I was talking about earlier, where people can, the owner or creator can actually set the transaction amount. I wasn't talking about the transaction amount earlier. I was talking about the fees earlier, where they can actually lower the fees for people to get in easier. Or see, they're saying that they have something now where they can actually set the transaction amount. So that means that they can actually stop people from selling too much or buying too much of the token. So that's also a honeypot risk. But guys, please remember, it's a 50% chance or a 50-50 split, where it could actually be a good thing or a bad thing, because as I said earlier, it all comes down to who the owner or contract creator is. And then we see that the liquidity pool seems to be okay. I would just prefer if the liquidity was locked. Let's see. Dex.guru. All right, let's see. bscheck.eu. So that's bscheck.eu. Let's see if bscheck tells us where. That's why we always got to use all of these different tools, guys, so we can actually see where these tokens, like different information about these tokens. So bscheck usually tell us exactly where the liquidity is locked, but here it's showing that. Let's see. So here is saying that liquidity dev address. So this is one thing I would ask about this liquidity pool, because this is saying that, let's see, 713 OX713. Let's reload pool coin. I like to see when liquidity is locked in, like Unicrypt or Team.finance or one of those lockers. Let's click on liquidity again. So holders, and here we see OX713, and let's go in here again. Let's click on contract. Let's see. Let's click on read contract first. Let's click F. Let's see 713. All right, so 713 isn't in the contract, but here we see OX713. he has, this wallet is a contract, but that has 99.95% of the liquidity. So that has over $1 million of the liquidity. And if we go back, let's go to top holders. OX7137. Let's see if that's the same one. Let's close this one out. All right, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna highlight this address, copy. I just press copy or Control C, and I copied. And then what I'm gonna do is come here, Control F, paste. So these are the top holders. So it shows that the top holder in here, or one of the contracted holders in here, has 2.4%. So the same wallet that's holding liquidity. So this wallet is the one, OX713, is holding 99.95% of the liquidity. It's the same wallet that's holding 2.4% of the token supply. And then here we see BS Check is telling us that we have a liquidity pool issue where a developer address is holding the 99.98% of the liquidity. So before I even get into this token, what I would do is I would go to their Telegram and ask, why didn't they just lock the liquidity? Yeah, a contracted wallet cannot do anything right away with the liquidity or whatever they hold, but at this point I don't know how long that contract is locked, or if it's locked permanently. If anybody knows more than I know about these contracted wallets, please put it in the comment section, and I'll try to start putting those in my videos as I move along or move on in future videos. But guys, please do your own research, come to your own conclusions, because on this side you see it's showing that it's a developer address with 2.4%, and then over here you see it says dev address 99.98% of the liquidity pool, and it says it's a liquidity pool issue. I'm not sure why some of these tokens don't always try to lock their liquidity in Unicrypt, Muja Locker, or Team.finance, or Pink Lock, or one of those lockers. Lock it for a year, 6 months, 10 years, 100 years, or just lock the tokens and give people the links to show that, hey, this liquidity is locked, your money is safe. If you buy our token, you'll be able to sell your token. All right, so guys, I'm not sure what else there is I could possibly do to this token. If I'm going to research this token on my own, I would probably take an hour or two to go over every single little thing. I'll start following these wallets around, like even the developer address. I would start following this around to see if he actually what he actually bought or sold in the past. So just simple stuff like that, and that usually takes a little bit of time to follow some of these different wallets around. So I'd follow most of these wallets around to see exactly what they've done in the past. If they usually just buy a lot of tokens and then sell them a couple hours or days later. All right, so guys, please always come to your own conclusions. And one thing I need to click on Token Sniffer is we never looked at the bubble map. So go back to holders analysis, then click on bubble map. And here we see, let's see, OX80, OXB5, OX9. All right, so let's see, OX8. I cannot see that. All right, let's see. Let's zoom in and see if we can see it better. So OX8064, OX8064. Let's OX8064. All right, so 64. So where was I? Token sniffer. So OX064. So this guy, he's OXDBFA. OXDBFA. All right, so let's see if he's in here. OXDB. All right, so that's not one of the wallets. He has less than, that wallet has less than what we think. All right, so it ends with BE2. So let's OX8064. OX8064. not right there, OX80664, and it ends with BE2. And here we can see that on the bubble map in this, like, now I'm kind of suspicious of this token, because now we can see that this person, even though he has less than 1% of the token supply, he also has a whole bunch of different wallets in this token. So I would be kind of suspicious of this token now, because here we're seeing a couple different wallets like that. So OX9CD, so let's see if he's in there too. OX9CD. All right, so he's not one of the top holders right here. All right, let's see this one, OXB58. OXB5. All right, so he's not one of the top holders in here. But here we can see, and these all have less than, and let's see, that's the dead wallet with 11.3%. And then let's see, OX740. Was I checking the, I was checking the liquidity pool. All right, so OX, let me look again, OX740, OX740. All right, so, and it ends with 2FA. This one ends with 2FA. So here we found another wallet. Even though he has less than 1%, he also, or that wallet has transacted or is connected to 4 other wallets. So this one, OX740, is connected to 4 other wallets, and then this one is in contact or transacted or is a part or have other wallets linked to him. This is like 20 different wallets. So I would bring this picture, I would take this picture, take a screenshot, or take a screenshot of this picture and show them, hey, why is this person, or whose wallet is this, or stuff like that. A lot of these token creators or admins or moderators, they can't access of anyone because, or answer some of these questions, because you cannot really stop people from creating one main wallet and then creating a whole bunch of different wallets, or being linked to a whole bunch of different wallets, because anybody can create multiple different wallets and start sending these tokens to these wallets. So it might not be the creators or devs that's doing this, but at this point you can see that there's some people or some top holders in this token that are linked to more wallets. So we might see that some of these wallets only have 0.1%, but they have 20 to 30 different other wallets in the token. So they might actually have 0.5% of the token, or 0.5%, 1%, or stuff like that. So guys, these are the type of information you're trying to look out for. Whereas if you're gonna invest into a token like this, you have to think about, okay, suppose this person should sell at this moment, because we don't know how many tokens these other wallets have. So guys, please always do your own research, come to your own conclusions, because at the end of the day, you always got to remember that it's your money that's going to be on the line. I don't see too many things that's wrong with this token that I don't like, except for this part where this one wallet is linked with like 20 other wallets, and this one also, this one right here, this one right here, and I think this one is a big one too, because he links out to 2, then this one links out to this one, then these link out to these ones. So just these 3 big wallets I'm worried about in this token. I'm not sure why they're linked to so many other wallets. So guys, please always come to your own conclusions, because at the end of the day, it's your money that's going to be on the line. So if you have any requests for videos that I should do, put it in the comment section, and you can always join my Telegram and ask me questions straight from the Telegram group, or I'll have administrators or moderators in there to answer questions. So guys, please have a nice day.